Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be taking a look at another figure I was very excited for when it was first revealed. And it's going to be the CollectA 2023 Deluxe Mosasaurus. Ah yes, Mosasaurus. The marine reptile that became super popular due to its appearance in the Jurassic World trilogy, where it was portrayed as a titanic crocodile-like behemoth. Now, I don't like it when companies keep making figures of prehistoric animals that already have a lot of models, such as T-Rex or Triceratops. The only exceptions is if the model appeals to me, or if the species doesn't have a definitive figure. Mosasaurus falls under both of those categories. We have plenty of Mosasaurus models, but none of them were the definitive accurate one. But thank our lucky stars, CollectA decided to bring out a new and improved Mosasaurus Hoffmanni for 2023, and it does not disappoint at all. Now let's do some quick measurements. Unfortunately, I misplaced my tape measure and the flexible ruler is too short for this model. But thankfully, CollectA themselves confirmed that the size is 39 centimeters from head to tail. In real life, Mosasaurus Hoffmanni was estimated to be around 13 meters in length, so with those measurements, this figure would be in the 134 scale range, though it could still fit in the 135 scale as a slightly larger individual. It is likely that the animal could get bigger than 13 meters, since the chances of paleontologists finding the biggest individual of any species are slim to none, because fossilization is actually a very rare occurrence. Starting off with the detailing as always, the model is covered in these intricately sculpted, smooth, snake-like scales. And they are pretty much everywhere on the entire figure, from the top all the way down to the tail fluke and the underbelly, which is an area where detailing is usually omitted. The chest muscles are also sculpted, as well as a lot of these lines and the small but still visible cloaca. Moving up to the head, it is very accurate. CollectA has been doing their research as always. And let's open up the jaw. It works really well. CollectA has been improving with their articulated jaws, though it does look better when the mouth is open, because when you close it, there's that unfortunate gap right there. But even when the mouth is closed, the gap is not that noticeable. Inside of the mouth, all the teeth are individually sculpted, and there's lips. Unfortunately, the lips don't close all the way when you shut the jaw, but at least CollectA acknowledges that the lips are there. Inside, there's the forked tongue, showing this animal's relation to modern-day snakes and monitor lizards. Then you got the pterygoid teeth in the upper jaw. Now, some people have been having problems with the painted pterygoid teeth. Some are poorly painted like mine, while others are actually well painted. But to me, this really isn't a major issue. Moving on to the paint job, it's pretty straightforward. The primary color is gray, the striping is a darker gray, the underbelly is a very light cream color, there's pink in the interior of the mouth, and the eye is a glossy black. Some people say they don't like this color scheme, and I do understand. I think it's somewhat bland compared to the older CollectA Mosasaurus, but I'm still fond of it. The darker gray striping contrasts well enough with the primary gray, and it kind of reminds me of a sea snake. If it wasn't for the striping, then I wouldn't like this paint job too much. The position of this model is in a simple swimming pose, with the tail turning slightly to the right. I do like it. It looks good, and it's easier to display on the shelf than if the figure was in a curved, dynamic position. Starting off with our comparisons, here is the older CollectA Mosasaurus from 2014. Considerable size difference here. Aside from the paint job, everything about the newer model is superior. Based on the body proportions of the older CollectA Mosasaurus, it seems to be based on the now outdated 1967 study, where it suggested that Mosasaurus had a 1:10 head to body ratio. This results in the animal being estimated at 17 meters and having a proportionally small head and long tail. But a more recent study in 2014 showed that Mosasaurus actually had a 1:8 head to body ratio. This results in the animal being downsized to 13 meters and having a comparatively large head and short tail. And this new Mosasaurus is based on that study. Next, here is the CollectA Tylosaurus, or the Procon Tylosaurus, remember CollectA was once called Procon, and there is no comparison between the two. It is outstanding how far CollectA has come from their earlier days. They went from this abomination all the way to this gem. Here is the PNSO Mosasaurus, which is just a little bit larger than the CollectA figure. This one appears to have outdated body proportions, though I heard it could be based on Mosasaurus lemunneri, which is a smaller species with more slender body proportions. Here is the Nanmu Mosasaurus, and as always with Jurassic clones, the clone looks way different from its real-life counterpart. And for me personally, I much prefer the scientifically accurate Mosasaurus. For Mosasaurus figures, we've got 5 left. Here's the one from Recur, which is very cartoonish looking and clearly Jurassic World inspired. Here's the Favorite Code LTD model, very stylized and cool looking. The very tiny Takara Tomy Mosasaurus. The Safari LTD figure from 2010, which looks absolutely pathetic compared to this one. And the old Carnegie Mosasaurus. And you can see how much of our understanding of Mosasaurs has changed over time. Next, let's bring in some Tylosaurus figures. Here is the one from PNSO, a spectacular piece. The Safari LTD model from 2017. And the old Carnegie Tylosaurus. The new Mosasaurus is definitely CollectA's longest sea monster. It's even longer than the Basilosaurus, though it's not the largest. The largest would have to be the Deluxe Kronosaurus, while shorter is much more robust than the Mosasaurus. Here's the Deluxe Pliosaurus. Same with the Kronosaurus, it's bulkier. Here are some late Cretaceous Plesiosaurs from CollectA, the standard size Dolichoryncops Analasmosaurus, and the Deluxe Galassomedon. Next up, we have the CollectA Deluxe Dunkleosteus and the Deluxe Megalodon. Let's bring out some invertebrates. First, we have an arthropod, which is the Redlichia rex trilobite. Cannot wait for that new Anomalocaris to come out. And then we've got 2 cephalopods, the Pravitoceras and the Cuperoceras. Here are some PNSO prehistoric fish, the Dunkleosteus helicoprion and Cretoxyrhina. Last but not least, here is the Mosasaurus next to the CollectA Xiphactinus and the CollectA Mini Xiphactinus. These two actually scale quite well with each other. Well, there you have it everyone. That was my review on the CollectA 2023 Deluxe Mosasaurus. This thing is just a spectacular work of art. Another very welcome addition to CollectA's range of sea monsters. It's scientifically accurate, the detailing is fantastic, the colors are satisfying and natural, the articulated jaw moves fluidly, and the large size. These features all do justice to Mosasaurus hoffmanni. I highly recommend this model. You guys probably guessed that I was going to say this. Yes, this is the best Mosasaurus figure that we currently have on the dinosaur toy market. The only other company I could see making a better updated one is PNSO, and I think it's likely that they will, since they've made an improved T-Rex and Triceratops. If you want one for yourself, you can buy it off of minizoo.com. I have no idea when Everything Dinosaur or D. Jenkins are going to get the new CollectA models. So if you guys enjoyed this review, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, it really supports my channel. And I'll see you all in the next video.